Hey, let's talk about the desktop tab, which was recently added to your Neos VR Dash. The desktop tab allows VR users to see what is on their computer screens whilst they are inside VR, inside Neos, without any external applications, tools, or utilities. It'll show exactly what is on your desktop screen, nothing more, nothing less. You also can't crop out individual windows or pass this view around to other users in the world, so it's not screen sharing, it's purely to show to you in Neos what's on your desktop screen. I'll show you how to use it and talk about it a little bit more. Let's get going. So what I'm going to do here is head over into Smooth POV, open up my Dash, and you can see that I'm on the home page of my Dash. Along the bottom here, I'm going to select the desktop tab. Once the desktop tab is selected, you'll see that you're seeing my first monitor on my actual computer. If I took off my headset and I looked at my monitor on the left here, because I've got two monitors, I would see this exact thing. This is the Neos VR roadmap on GitHub here. And I can click and navigate around exactly as though it was just operating a computer normally, not in VR. So for example, if I wanted to view the upgrade to Beppu 2 physics item, I can click that, and then I'll click on the left here, or the right here even, and it'll open the issue in a new tab here, and there we go. I am now looking at the upgrade to Beppu physics v2 issue, and let's say I wanted to leave a comment here. I won't actually post this, but I can click the leave a comment box here, and that will register my mouse as being in there, and then I can open up a keyboard. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and point the laser at the desktop view, hit the context menu button, and this window appears here, and I can hit open keyboard. Once that's open, I can actually start typing. So I can say hello from VR. Now, if you find this a little bit difficult to read, and I am finding this a little bit difficult to read, it's because you can move around the dash as well. So here, if I grab things, I can bring the window more closer to me, and that way I can read the text that I'm typing a little bit better. Or maybe I could zoom in if it was the the browser, etc. Or maybe zoom in if it was a photo or something. Make the apps look bigger, etc. You may have noticed there when I use the context menu, I could also switch between multiple monitors. I currently have two monitors at home, and so if I push the context menu again, I get a choice of monitor 1 or monitor 2. So I'm currently on monitor 1, let's switch over to monitor 2. Here we are on monitor 2, and in monitor 2 you can see that I've got Discord open, and in particular I'm in the Neos lobby channel of the official Neos VR Discord, and again here I can select the text box here. Push the context menu button again and hit open keyboard, and I can go ahead and type in here. So I could say hello. I won't actually send this as well because I don't want to start a conversation whilst I'm recording a video, but then again, there we are. I could hit enter and that would send that message to the Discord. There you go. That's pretty much all there is to it. There are a couple of more advanced things that we'll talk about. So one of the things you can do is you can enable the follow cursor mode. I have this on, which is quite cool. Follow cursor allows the desktop view to match where the cursor is. This doesn't mean your cursor in VR is in what I'm pointing at here. It means your real world cursor. So for example here, if my mouse is in the mouse that is lying on my table that I use when I'm not in VR, if that were to pan across to my first monitor right now, which I'll do, let me just take off this controller and find it on my desk. Here it is. There it is. That's me moving my mouse using my actual mouse. If I move this back across to the other computer, the other window of a monitor, you'll see now we're back over on GitHub land. And if I move it back across to the other side here, you can see that it's moved back over to the second monitor. Using following cursor allows you to easily not lose track of where you are. It allows you to kind of switch between sort of outside of VR usability and inside of VR usability quite smoothly, as the in VR view will always show where your cursor currently is. That's what follow cursor does. Other things you can do are change the brightness a bit. Sometimes the brighter screens, such as that GitHub window on 2 here, is really bright because it's in VR here, so you can drop that down here. So you'll see the difference between 100% here, quite bright. I can drop it down here, and then you see it's kind of dimmed out there. You can also change opacity. That will let you see what's behind the window screen. In this case, it's the dash. You can make your dash have a sort of transparent background. That's for another topic, though. But allows you to kind of see through the dash, etc. I like leaving that at 100%. The Windows button here will open the Windows menu. It hits the Windows key, so it'll open the Start menu here. So if I go and hit that, it'll open up my Start menu on the left there. There we go. Not quite sure what legacy input does. I think it's something to do with older setups, etc. I don't need to use it personally. Try that if you have any difficulty using input or typing or anything like that. That's basically all there is to the desktop functionality. There is, like I said, there is no cropping, so you can't crop an individual app. Let's say I wanted to just crop, say, a YouTube player and then view just that. You can't do that. You also can't show this to other people, so it's just you. You can't spawn it in the world and show it around. You can't do that yet. It's not screen sharing. If you're looking for a more fully featured screen viewing application, there'll be a few linked to the video description. I don't want to call out anyone in particular because they're all great and have all got their own uses. But those will allow you to sort of do model things like cropping and pulling them around. They also work in other VR applications such as VR chat or other VR games that you might be playing. This is native to Neos and only works inside Neos. This feature will be expanded on in future revisions of Neos. Eventually, I know they'd like to actually get screen sharing working, so you'll be able to show your applications to other people. There are people on the Neos team that always talk about, like maybe playing a game or showing you that you're playing a game, or maybe sharing a movie or stuff like that. And I'm sure it'll be good when we get that going. But right now, it's just shown to you only. Let me know if you have any questions about this topic, and I'll get back to you soon with another video. Hope you're having a great day.